Jesus Christ, Adonai, paid the price. When he died, in 3 days, he will rise. Give him praise. He's alive. Jesus is king. Everybody lift it up. Everybody lift it up. Lift it up. Everybody breathe it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Lift it up and breathe it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. One more time. Everybody breathe it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say, don't tell me what my God said. To pull you, 'cause he is. Don't tell me. He does the impossible. He does the impossible. Jesus, he does the impossible. Don't tell me to pull you, 'cause he is alive. If you know he's alive, somebody.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, and double honor to the apostles, the bishops, elders, the GMS. And bookmarked this I think it was last night. And honestly, I just watched the full thing. As soon as I seen this pop up, I immediately bookmarked it. I didn't even watch the full video. I watched like the first 2 seconds, and I was like, you know what, go into it later. And I honestly don't even know what to say, man. Besides what I said during the clip, I said this is why they don't learn nothing. This is why you Christians don't learn nothing, man. Because it's all about fucking games, man. It's about having fun. Which, don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with having fun, but it's a time and place for these things. And you Christians, your timing is always off. You see, you always think it's time for some folly or fun or mirth. You see, and this why y'all don't know nothing. To get back to that point, because y'all don't. This is what happens in the congregation. This is what happens. Literally, it's just about pleasing the flesh. That's all this is. Because what did you learn out of this concert? This man over here remixing. What was it? Who was it? Travis Scott, or I don't know who it was. Who was the artist? Yeah. You remixing worldly music, and then just changing up the lyrics. And then like what did you learn from this that you didn't already know? You see, and this is why 2/3 of you people gotta go. Because you too busy playing around with the word, man. You see, but then the pastor, and it's why the Lord says he's gonna give us pastors according to his heart. Because those pastors, right, of the Lord's heart is going to feed us with knowledge and understanding. These people, you go here, you're not looking to learn the word. You're just going here for some form of entertainment, man. Right, and this damn knucklehead, right, with the damn dreads, he's doing it for money. It's obvious. There's no other reason why you're doing this. You see, you ain't teaching nothing. See, this is why you Christians. This all stems back to there's no fear of the Lord, right, in the Christian church, because how you act goes to show that. You Christian think you could just do whatever you want to do and just call on Jesus, but that is the vibration that comes with Jesus. You could just do whatever. You could just sing, make rap music. You could do concerts, just say Jesus rose, and so on and so forth, and then bam. And this is why you think you can just do. You can eat whatever you want to eat. You can do whatever you want. You can just be who. You can just be who you are, no change, and just think, I chose the Lord as my personal savior. And I really don't even want to talk about this. This is just folly, man. But when I seen it, I was like, I have to say something about it. Because you Christians, man, I don't know what's been going on, but lately it's been all types of just videos popping up from what's really going on inside them churches, which we already know because a lot of us grew up in them churches, so we know. But now it's getting to a point to where it's getting worse. It wasn't no concerts back then, and when I was in church, right? But now it's all about entertainment. It's about visuals. It's about getting people to come for money. You see, the last dude, I was gonna do another video about another pastor, but I ended up not doing it. I might start the video bookmarked. But the last guy pastor made the video about was talking about bring me a copy of your tax returns. What was he talking about? You see, but this is why people don't follow. Well, even though it really has nothing to do with that, but this Christianity is a joke, man. And we've been there. A lot of the sisters, brothers, so on and so forth. Right? We've been there. It's just empty. Right? It's just emptiness, emptiness filled with just questions. You see? This is the folly. Look at this. Rewind this.
Jesus Christ.
And people, and Jake is gonna see this and be like, "Oh hell yeah! Let me where this at?" I promise you, go to the comments. Where this at? Go to the comments. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, see. You see, everybody's mixed opinions, but man, most of these people like it. A lot of people don't see nothing wrong with this, right? That's what I'm saying. Jake, that's Jake. They're gonna be like, oh, whoa. Jake talking about where was the song on Spotify. They're gonna try to find out where this at so they can go attend. See, that's what it's about. It's not about actually teaching the word, man. It's not about the sheep, right? That's looking for a meal, right? It's about filling your own belly. And Jake knows that Jake well, Jake knows that Jake, right? Love church, love vibes, love music, so on and so forth. And so what Jake does is figure out how to become a pastor, how to do this, and puts his own twist on it, and this is the byproduct. Because now ain't half the we probably didn't look at half the comments. Of course not. Right? But when you went to the comments, you seen nobody was saying nothing bad about it. People want to know, well, where's the song at? Where can I listen to it at? But look, the seriousness, the mirth, and that's why it's better. Let's get a let's see here. 7:2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning, right, than to go to the house of feasting." It says, "For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise, right, is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth." And that's what that house was. Mirth, folly, good times, laughing. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a good time, laughing, and so on and so forth. But when you're using the Lord, right, to make money, is when you start going off. Because, brothers have a good time. You still have worldly pleasures, go to a bar, movie, out to eat, so on and so forth, right? link with brothers, have some drink, so on and so forth. Right? There's nothing wrong with having a good time, but we have to understand we're focusing on the time that's coming. Right? So we don't walk around with a damn smile on our face, fucking skipping, playing hopscotch, man. Right? Because we're preparing for the seriousness of the times that we're getting ready to be in. That's why it says it's better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Right? But that doesn't mean you don't have a good time. But it's a certain way. It's times and places, and how you do those things is what's important. But this is why the Christians, right? You Christians don't know nothing, because you too busy about mirth. Right? You too busy about worrying about the things and the cares of this life instead of actually learning. That's why you think you can eat whatever you want to eat. That's why you think you can come as you are. That's why you think that way. Because you're not being taught. But neither are you trying to be taught. You can't sit here and say that you're trying to learn, but then you go to a damn concert in church. You see? But that's Jake, man. Hard-hearted. Rebellious. Because the truth, the real the feast, right? The milk, the honey, right? The feast is freely out here, and it's all over the place, all over the internet. But you're choosing not to partake in that feast. Right? And there's it's in the NLT. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Perfect. 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 14. It says, ministers of the new covenant. It says, but thank the Most High. It says, He has made us his captives and continues to lead us along in Hamashiach's triumphal process. It says, now he uses us to spread the knowledge of Hamashiach everywhere like a sweet perfume. Right? The knowledge. It says, our lives are a Hamashiach like fragrance rising up to the Most High. It says, but this fragrance is perceived differently by those who are being saved and by those who are perishing. Right? So to us, right, the message, right, the gospel, right, this new song is a sweet smell. Right? And we're hoping that we are saved, right? We're hoping that we're of that number, right, to make it out of here, that we own them chariots. Right? But to other people, right, it's a different smell. Because why? Because they're getting ready to perish. And right, it says to those who are perishing, right, it says we are a dreadful smell of death and doom. You people always talking about the end of the world. You people always talking about this. You always talking about the Jacob trouble. See? To them, that sweet smell that's to us is nasty. It's rotten. It's moldy. You see, it's this. But to those who are being saved, we are a life-giving perfume, and who is adequate for such a task as this? Right? It says, you see, we are not like many hucksters who preach for personal profit. And that's what these preachers do. And there's a lot of Israelites in there too. Right? They preach for personal profit. And then flex. I made this much money this month. I made You see, and we already know who was the main people doing that. Right? Some Kari people. And right now I'm going down to Genesis, because now what was Deacon, one of his recent Instagram videos was him in his car, his G-Wagon, right, talking about 3 wives and the Z. It was all personal profit, and even still now it is. It says, we preach the word of the Most High with sincerity and with Hamashiach's authority, knowing that the Most High is watching us. Right? And we do it in sincerity because we care about the sheep. We're not in here for money, glory, right? Even though it's going to come with that, right? On the other side, though, like it's not going to come the glory and the fame and all that stuff. Not going to come here, right now, right? Not in Babylon the Great. No, the Lord is going to get His glory first, right? And then His men in like manner. But that's not for right now, man. That's for the world to come. Right? We don't charge people. You click on a lot of these Israelite videos, these pastors' videos, and there's ads. Why is there ads? Because they monetize their channel. So now that you clicked it, you watch the 30 seconds. Now they're getting paid for it. You see? It's all a money thing, man. You have to watch out for these people. And we already know about Christians, man. You stay away from them at all costs because they have no clue. But now some of them are wising up and starting to listen to the Israelites. That's why they're using certain talking points, calling people Edomites and so on and forth. They was never doing that before. Right now they calling people by their biblical nationality. You see? Because now they're wising up, like, okay, well, we're not learning about prophecy. We're not learning what's going on in the news, why the world the way it is. You don't learn any of those things in the churches. Right? You're not linking up what's going on with the world to the scriptures. Right? And every time in church, it was always feel-good message, no prophecy, no nothing. Just feel-good message. And then sweating, dancing, and passing the plate. But now people are waking up to, okay, well, obviously it's more than that. We got this whole Bible in front of us, and we read 4 scriptures, 6 scriptures, 8 scriptures, and then we just dance and sweat. Right? There's actual real wisdom and knowledge, right, in here, but you need the proper men to teach you those things. And I can, like, if I was to ask anybody that was at that church having that damn concert, well, what did you learn today? Nothing. You see? But everybody has, what's coming to them, man. And they gonna find out, man. when shit really starts to get crazy out here, that's when people gonna really want to know answers. And your pastors is not gonna have the answers. Right, the men of the Lord is going to have the answers, but we ain't gonna want to talk to you. We're not gonna want to share that information because now you have that time to get what's going on and what's getting ready to happen, what's getting ready to take place. Right now you have that time, but you're not going to use that. You're not going to use this grace period. You're not going to use it wisely. Right, just like the parable of the I'm having a brain freeze, man. I am tired. With the lamps, right? I'm not gonna read it, but where is it at? Yeah, right. The parable of 10 virgins. There you go. I couldn't think of it. But yeah, right here. Right. Yeah, I'll read it. Matthew 25 and verse 1. It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom." Right? It says, "And 5 of them were wise," which represents what? The elect. "And 5 were foolish." It says, "They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them." It says, "But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried," it says, "they all slumbered and slept." Right, and at midnight, it says, "There was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out." Right, well, tell us, help us, give me the nope, I don't have any answers for you. I'm gonna keep walking now. I'm gonna keep moving. Right, it says, "But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there not be enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves." And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. It says, afterward came also the virgins, saying, "Lord, Lord, open unto us." But he answered and said, "Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. You see? So we're taking the lamps and we're grabbing the oil, man, and we're hoping, that we can keep it. Right? And we hope that we are able to get in them chariots, right? And enter into the marriage supper of the Lamb, man. Right? Everybody else is just having they lamps with no oil. Right? Everybody just walking around clueless. Not really even searching for the answer. Thinking you have all day, the Lord gonna come back. It's gonna be 1,000 years. I'm not even gonna be here at that time. See, people think when you talk about the Lord coming, people think that's like, what? That's gonna have 2,000 years, 3. People think the earth is gonna be. People think it's so far fetched to people that it's like, I'm not really thinking about that right now, because you think it's gonna happen 500 years down the line. You're not gonna be on earth when it happens. You see, a lot of people get in that mindset. It's like, with the Lord coming back, well, what are you talking about? Right? Some people might believe that the Lord coming back, but they in that mind state to where it's like, I'm not even gonna be here, so I'm just gonna live my life, and then I'll repent when I need to. You see, because you think you have forever to repent, man, but that time, the doors of mercy, the gate, the grace period, man, is slowly coming to an end, man. And what you did with that time, hey, you just gonna be caught out there. And trust me, that time come, we ain't gonna want to talk to you. I want to talk to your ass at all. You had the time to tell you about repenting, you an Israelite, so on and so forth. You just want to be a nigga in Babylon, and now when shit starts happening, you want to come to me and ask questions. I don't have the answers for you, man. Go to them that sell and buy for yourselves. Go to whatever you was doing in that time. Go to them niggas and ask what's going on and what you need to do. So that's it, man.